And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. George has got 5 now.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
To the paint. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Rubio.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
No good. Nice D from Duncan. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. In the corner, Smith with it, launches it. That's good. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Irving passes to George. Rubio against Irving. Davis up top. The high post shot. Nice D from Duncan. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Smith kicks to LeBron. And Davis pulls it down.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
Fareed with it. Now guarded by Gortat. And that one's good, George. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Smith dishes to Rubio. There's the feed to Gortat. Rubio against Irving. J.R. Smith on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. 6 points for Smith.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Chicago. Dragic comes in for Ricky Rubio. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Smith drives in. He kicks to Gortat. The shot no good.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Outside Butler. Screen by Fareed. Here's Irving. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Butler with the ball. Now Smith defending. George passes to Fareed. And it's out of bounds. We say it was last touched by Gortat. Meta World Peace, he's checked in for the Bulls. Turner comes in for James. Six to shoot. Three-pointer, Butler. The shot is off. And it's Chicago the other way. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
Here is Villanueva. After Meta World Peace's bucket, Butler kicks to Scott. The kick outside to Butler. Back to Scott. He feeds it to Villanueva. Goes to the fadeaway and pins it.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete, but his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Butler with the ball, picked up by World Peace. Butler kicks to Scott. The kick outside to Butler, and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
.34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Smith dishes to Scola. Stepped on the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Brooks, the pass to Villanueva. Butler goes in, and so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And he sinks the second. Dragic against Rivers. And it's Dragic off the drive. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Offline with his 3. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bulls out front, leading by a point. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And Tim Duncan closing in on 2 decades in the league. You talked about his
The games are my solace. I enjoy.
Well, Duncan breaking down his love for the game and what keeps him going, not just playing, but still enjoying it at his age.
Man, it's phenomenal to see because Tim Duncan doesn't usually get too introspective with us. Anybody that plays this game knows exactly what he's talking about. And at the level he's competing currently, I don't see him going anywhere anytime soon, that's for sure.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
How good has the ball movement been here? Just absolutely terrific.
Boy, that kind of timely passing, Greg, really fun to watch.
Wiggins is out there with Austin Rivers. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Quincy Pondexter. And it's Davis in at the 5 spot. And for Chicago, they've got Evan Turner. Duncan out there with LeBron James. Then there's Dragic. And it's Rubio in at the point guard. Austin Rivers is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Quincy Pondexter. Then it's Paul George. And it's Davis in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Chicago, LeBron James is out there with Evan Turner. Then there's Dragic. And it's Duncan, and it's Rubio in at the point. And both free throws good for Wiggins.
Well, it didn't take long for us to see just how explosive Andrew Wiggins can be in the air. I mean, had a handful of huge dunks throughout the course of the season. He's going to make a lot of posters during his NBA career. Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Well, Greg, you're right. It's clear to see with Wiggins. He is already fearless with his dunks. Clark, he'll go right at any big man with impunity and finish over him.
Yeah, and I think people knew he was a special dunker, but they didn't know how aggressive he would be in attacking the basket. That's where he surprised folks.
Chicago trailing here. Rubio with it. Guarded now by Irving. Gortat with the screen for James. It's stolen. Here's the break. All going up court. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
And stolen by Wiggins. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Goran Dragic. Averaging 12 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Down low, it's stolen by Duncan. James against George. LeBron drives in, Duncan, and he throws it down hard with one hand. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
And both teams look like they came to play We should have a good one.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Rubio with it. Guarded now by Irving. Duncan kicks to James. Duncan with a screen on Davis. Stolen by Fareed. And here they go. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Fareed. And it's 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, a careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
No good from Duncan.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Ray, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Duncan. World Peace comes in for LeBron. And Smith subbed in for Goran Dragic. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Smith throwing the double team. At the top of the key, Scola. Rubio outside. Back to Scola. Plenty of space. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 6 assists in the game.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
Brooks dishes to Bogdanovich. And that one comes up a bit short.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
And for Luis Scola, a very different role for him over the last 2 years. I mean, he was a starter for most of his career, then signed with Indiana, who had David West at the 4. Off the bench, though, Scola still played efficiently, but he was just used to putting up much bigger numbers for other teams.
The Bulls have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And that one's good by Gortat. Gortat's got his first basket. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
It's Scola with the drive, and he gets the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 3. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And Butler gets it to go.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Smith the pass to Scola. Baseline J on the way, and the shot is long. Gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Rubio with the rebound. For Chicago, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. At the elbow, Gortat kicks it to Scola. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Scola's got 6 points in the quarter.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job.
Got it! He got it!
Just in time.
What a shot!
That's large to end the half. That 3 ties it up, and they'll go to the break still neck and neck.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And a chance to...
Well, Ricky, what does it say about...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 8 points and 1 rebound. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
I was surprised at some of the recklessness. They were scattered.